Well, this time of year, many parents will fondly remember their own childhoods when summer meant a pack of friends and endless freedom. Hours of bike riding or exploring, poking around neighborhoods, fields, or forests. Fun adventures with no parent, counselor, or supervisor in sight. Well, a new trend known by names like feral summer or wild summer. Many of those parents want their kids to have that type of experience. The CBC's Deanna Sumanak-Johnson has been looking into this and joins us now. So I certainly remember having summers like that. That was almost the best part of summer, that you didn't have all of these rules that you were following in structure like you did during the school year. So tell us more about some of these ideas.
So this trend, Hillary, that's exploding on social media is based on memory and nostalgia of people like you and I, just talking about the freedom of our summers. And I think it's also based on a recognition by a lot of parents that maybe our kids are overscheduled. Maybe we're putting them in camps, when they're 6, preparing them for university. Maybe they need to just relax over the summer. That was certainly the instinct behind a mother that we're looking at right now, Amil Niazi. She's also a parenting columnist for magazine The Cut. She has 3 kids. They're all quite young, under the age of 8. And she just decided this summer they're not doing anything. They're going to that community park, the splash pad, hanging out with neighbors, but no scheduled structure. And here is what she had to say about what their days look like.
Just relaxed activities, but that's the most structure that our days have. It's like we get outside in the mornings, we have a little downtime in the afternoon, and then in the evenings we're usually back out on the street playing with our neighbors. I have a glass of wine. That's about it.
I think it is that desire for kids to not be anxious, for them to be a little relaxed, that maybe we have overthought this whole parenting thing. She does point out that because she is a freelancer, she gets to schedule her own hours, and that she's very cognizant that not everyone has that luxury.
That's right, because even as I'm listening to her, I'm thinking, oh, that sounds pretty good. I like that idea, but as you say, harder for some people to pull off, and not everyone is on board with this. So what are some of the concerns?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that Amil pointed out that for her, actually having 3 kids and putting them all in camps, financially it would not work out. She would pay more for the camps than she would have made over the summer, and camps themselves have gone up in price because of inflation. But we spoke to a financial expert who talks about why feral summers may not work for many, if maybe even a majority of families. Have a listen.
Things are really different now. From 1976 to 1997, the amount of households that had 2 parents working ballooned, and the amount of single-parent households doubled. So parents today do have more challenges balancing work and finances and family.
And she had a really good suggestion. She called it Feral Fridays, or introduce some of that wildness and unstructured time maybe into your weekends, maybe into the after-school time, just so that the kids do have that sense that they're freer than they are during the school year. But of course, you got to do what works for your family best.
A little taste of it, for sure. And certainly parenthood is just this balancing act all the time.
And by the way, we wanted to check out how the camps are doing. Anecdotally, as a mom, I noticed that there were a lot more spots than I'd noticed in previous years. Canadian Camping Association said that the enrollment is steady, but some of the provincial associations have told us in Ontario, they said they're still signing up, but they're signing up for a week or 2 rather than the whole summer. And Saskatchewan said that they've had lower enrollment numbers since the pandemic.
Interesting. Okay. Deanna, thank you for this.
Thanks
Great
for
to have
having
you
me
here. Deanna Sumanak-Johnson for us.